First of all, you want to engage with social media because social media give you powerful insights. You know, you can get from social media what people really think instantly, and that can be really helpful. But it also can be potentially dangerous because there's the good, the bad, and the ugly of social media. And what media must always do is to take out the ugly, to make sure that social media are not being used deliberately to destabilize the process of giving information to the public.
Well, social networks to begin with have to be handled differently by every organization. Some organizations, for example, think that their correspondents should never express their own personal political points of view on social networks because it damages the objectivity of the organization. Other news companies feel it's fine, that there's more transparency and more credibility when you say what your own point of view is. This is a really hot question right now. Can objectivity exist? Is there such a thing? Is all journalism inherently biased? We think that unbiased journalism is possible, that it's something worth striving for, but there's a lot of different strains of opinion in the journalism community now.
It's a very good side of the social media, and there is a bad side of social media, allowing hate speech, hate expressions to kind of grow in the social media. But I think it's you know, if we try to regulate this, I don't think that's the right way to handle it.
The people that are being edited often call it censorship, but I think it's in our right to edit our own web pages.
At least here in Indonesia, I noticed that actually they help complement each other because social media is great in distribution. You know, it can go all around the world in a few seconds, but the credibility is still not very high. While the traditional media, especially in Indonesia, I think many surveys now say people trust of media is more than 75%.
From a journalist's point of view, we have, of course, a lot more opportunities to actually find out what people are thinking because they're saying it out there on the internet and the different social media. The other side of it is, of course, that especially organized groups that want to push a particular message, and very often an extremist message, they can use social media to give the impression that whatever their extremist message is has a whole lot of support.
In many Asian contexts where government control of the mainstream media has been the norm, social media have been wonderful at opening up the space and allowing new voices to emerge. And I think it's important for journalists to recognize that the voices on social media are not necessarily representative, don't necessarily represent a cross-section of the population, and there is still no substitute to going out there and meeting real people.